everyone, welcome back. If you are new here, my name is Melissa and we have a lot to accomplish today. So if you followed me at all over the weekend, yesterday was Labor Day weekend and we came back from the lake and we are now turning right around tomorrow to take Christian to Lincoln to look at the college that we think that he's going to go to. So I have a lot to do in a short amount of time. I have got physical therapy this morning. I need to return a whole bunch of things to Amazon. I need to do a drop off at Savers. I need to do a return to Ross. What else do I have to do? A return to Hobby Lobby. Just all of the things. And Christian's homesick. So it is... we're starting off on a great foot, right? But it's okay because we have a plan. We still know what all needs to be done. And if we need to pivot, we can. But we're just going to go on about this day and see what all we can get accomplished. And if it doesn't all get done, we'll be fine. But I do want to get the front porch taken care of before I go, just because I have waited so long to have this done. And we got back later last night. You know, you get back and you're like trying to focus and get things ready, especially for a new week if, school is the next day, which in our case it was. And so just like getting back into the swing, getting to bed at a normal time, like all the things, you guys get it. I don't have to explain it. But with that, then it just kind of makes for like a really hurried time the next day to accomplish the things that you still want to do in the week when your week is very short. So today I want to obviously do all the things that I just mentioned while I'm out on the road. But here I need to get my outfits ready so that I can pack. I'm hoping to paint the mushroom. I think I have an idea of how we can still have it with the pumpkins and still be in the kitchen because I love it so much. But I think I have a way that we can do that where it will still all go together and it won't be so much wood in that space and so much of the same color. So I've got that on my list. What else? I want to paint the leaves on my island and turn them like a really, really dark reddish purple. So we'll see what that looks like. It may go great and it might look like a kindergarten craft project. It's hard to say, but you know what? We're gonna give it a shot because I don't wanna buy new and I'm cheap like that. So we are going to give it a try and see how that comes about. Christian is going to ask someone to homecoming tomorrow. And so we're in the process of like putting his sign together and all of that. So I need to help him kind of finalize what that is going to look like. And I need to pick up Chloe from tennis today. So that's going to take about an hour-ish chunk out of my late afternoon. I feel like there was something else. I've already washed the sheets from coming back, got those all washed, folded, put back in the bucket that goes back to the lake when we go. So everything is clean and ready to go. And then, it might come to me and it might not. It's hard to say. But I hope that you will join me today and just follow along and try to get the things accomplished that I need to and just hang out. All right, I am back from running all of my errands and I actually got them all accomplished, which is fantastic. So we are going to, let me move this, start packing. And this is what I'm dealing with. So I need to pack for Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Saturday we'll have church and then I'll also be driving home. So I'm not gonna wanna wear the same thing for both events, obviously. So what we need to consider, I will be inside pretty much all day Thursday and Friday, which means air conditioning. That has just not really been my friend after all of this. And so I need to plan accordingly. So let's see. What is Thursday? I should know all of this by now. Green pants. Okay. I may and I may not do this. Let's see what we can come up with. Oh, I like that though. I can get on board with that one. What else? Because I also want it to be layers. Now it is going to be 83 and rain. So that also kind of makes things feel even cooler than it actually is. But if I can layer everything, then that is okay too. My Lord, we definitely don't want shorts. Okay. How about we go back to this? I am really liking that. So let's come over here and let's see. I've got these pants that you guys have seen. They're like the kind of silky ones. And I think that could work. Or I have actual chino pants, which that might be better. I don't know. We will have to see. Let's see. I want to look at what jacket. Now that I'm thinking of this, this is actually the same outfit that I took to Orlando a couple weeks ago with you guys. What about, like, I don't want to be too dressy, but I also want to be like put together, a little bit edgy. And I don't know with this jacket which one of these pants is, going to give me that vibe. So I will just try those on and see which looks the best with that. And then I think for the shoes, I think I might go with these. Like, I think that would even elevate it just a little bit and make it just that much edgier. So let's do that. All right, so that's Thursday. We'll table that one. And then Friday is jeans. So let's see what we can come up with. What is Friday? 76 and partly sunny. Okay. What about, I like this. That's really cute. Like, I could definitely do that. I wouldn't do a turtleneck. I feel like that might be just a bit much right now. But I could definitely do the rest of that. And now that I'm thinking about it, I think that they are having a worship service on Friday night that I'm going to need an outfit for. Okay, so we've got one other thing that we need to add to it. All right, I think I'm going to do the black and the jeans. Also, minus this right here. These are things that I need to take to the tailor when I get back. If I can ever be in town long enough and not have everything going on. Okay, so we need a black shirt. Okay, that's going to be a little bit heavy, I think, maybe. This one is cute. Okay, so with this one, it is like a sweater, but the sleeves are like a blouse. So it's like a sweater blouse. But I think that could be really cute with these jeans. Just like that. That looks very cute. All right, we'll try that. So we've got that down. And then Friday night, let's see. Let's do maybe some brown. Tan. I like this one right here. That could be promising. There it is again in a different form. Okay, let's see what that would look like here. So we've got these pants, or we have really big pants. And I'm almost digging the idea of the really big pants. But then maybe I want to wear that to church instead. Like there's that. Like if I put these pants with this shirt, I feel like that could be really, we're making our way into fall vibes. Okay, let's hold tight with that. And then we still need something for Friday night. All right, what about black? I bet that just kills your ears, doesn't it? Sorry. Okay, we could do these pants. All right, let's do these pants. Then we'll do a black shirt. What kind of a neck do we want? Do we want a V-neck? Or a boat neck? Actually, I think let's do a tank. Got some fuzz there. And then what if, how thick is this? Oh, that's too thick. This one is not as thick, but it's really long. I don't feel like it's quite time for that, as much as I would love for it to be time for that. It is not. All right, what about this? We took this to Orlando. We could wear this over top of everything, which I like. And then for our shoes, we could wear these, which match that. I think that might be the way to go. And I'm just realizing we didn't pick out shoes for the other outfit. I can't get this out of here. Okay. So we've got those shoes. We don't have shoes for the jean outfit. So let's grab these. Wow, lots of brown. And then we also need shoes for the, oh no, we did the pants. What are we missing? Oh, the church outfit. What do we want to do? We could actually wear the same ones. We could wear the same shoes with that, and that would be fine, I think. Okay, let's try all of this on, and then we'll see what we actually end up with. All right, here's our outfit for Thursday. And I think that I like these pants the best. I'm not even gonna try the other ones on just because I really like the way that the two shades go together. I feel like these are just the perfect green to go with this blazer. Everything is just kind of muted. And then we've got the snake. We've got the snake shoes that just kind of add to everything, and I really like the way that it looks. I went ahead and added this sporty little belt that I love pulling out when I want to feel just a little bit edgy. So I think that that works really well with that, but I don't feel like the blazer makes it too dressy at all. I think that it just works really well together. And then at the bottom, I went ahead and just rolled up the ankle, and that just makes it even a little bit more modern and, again, not as officey. So this is what we are going to be wearing on Thursday. And I think it'll be perfect. I'm not gonna go over jewelry today just because I got a lot that I have to accomplish before we leave tomorrow. So I'm gonna leave that out for this week. But anyways, this is what Thursday is gonna look like. All right, this is Friday's outfit and I like it. I think it'll be great. It's comfortable. I'm not going to freeze, yet I also don't look like I am ready for the Arctic. And I think that it works really well. I like the shoes with the pants. I went ahead and paired this belt with it because this pretty much matches the shoes, and it's got a little kind of extra pattern on there. So it just brings another texture to the mix. But I think that this will be great, and I will be able to do all the things that I need to do, be comfortable, be warm, and yet be cool when I need to be, because like I said, these sleeves are like a blouse material, so it's not like I'm wearing a full-on sweater if I do go outside. Plus I can just pull them up if I need to. But this is what Friday looks like. This is the look for Friday night, and I think this will be perfect. Shoes are comfy. I got these at Ross. I think I showed you guys these the other day. Well, it wasn't really the other day, it was like the other month, but I think I showed these to you. So we've got those, not too high, not too short for this outfit. And then we have everything the same color down the middle, which then just kind of, in my opinion, elongates things. Especially if you're wearing a cardigan, it just kind of helps prevent that like frumpy look when you've got so many different colors and patterns and everything going together. So if you can like keep your middle part pretty monochromatic and then bring in your cardigan around that, I just find that it keeps everything a little bit sleeker and it's not so busy. So we've got this going. I'm not sure yet if I'm going to wear a belt or not. Other than that, this is what we're gonna be sporting. All right, so this is what church is gonna look like on Sabbath. I need to figure out how to not have this shirt look so bunchy. So I don't know, I'm gonna be working on that because it also like wants to bunch up right back here because this material is thinner. So I will definitely be dealing with that. I don't really think that I wanna pull it out though, because I feel like, oh, sorry, you didn't wanna see my nightstand, or my dresser rather. Yeah, see, I don't want to do that because then, because of how tight this shirt is or tailored, it like does this thing. So we don't want that, but I will definitely be playing with that to figure out like what that's gonna look like. But anyways, in other news, this is how the rest of it looks. I think the shoes look really good with this. It gives just enough height with these pants. That way they're not dripping on the floor. And I think that it all flows really well together. I like that the pants kind of look like a skirt almost in some frames, but yet it is comfy like pants and you don't have to worry about, you know, anything falling out. So that's where we're at. And I think that this will be a really good outfit. And then I will just wear one of the outfits from the week home, probably the jeans. But this is what we're gonna be wearing on Sabbath to church. Okay, I wanna start this project so that it can be drying while we are working on the porch. The moss and everything over there, that actually is for the porch. So that is just waiting for me to get done with this. But what I wanna do, and we'll see if it works, is I want to paint each of these little petals like a really, really dark plum color. You see those beautiful, like really dark plum purple leaves online from, I think they're from A Floral, and they're ridiculous in price. And I'm like, I am absolutely not gonna pay that, me personally. I wanna try to replicate that myself before I spend that kind of money. So that's what we're gonna do today. I have these paints that I got from Walmart. Somebody asked me yesterday, what I used to paint my candles. This is what I use. I just use regular craft paint. I found these 3 paints that we're gonna mix together. So we've got purple pansy, black, and flamenco red. Why does that word feel hard to say? I wanted to say flamingo, but that is not it. Flamenco. All right, whatever. So we're gonna mix those together. We're gonna try to come up with a really pretty blackish purple color, and we'll see how it turns out. I'm not going to paint the, what is this? Like the stick, the vine. I probably will paint this green part just because that still kind of signifies like fall, like spring, summer, you know, life. But I am not going to paint the branches. So just the petals or the leaves and this little part that pops on there. All right, let me mix all of this together here. I've got my gloves because I don't want to get paint all over my fingers. And this is what I was able to find. So this is what we're gonna use and we'll see how it goes.
Dry. Do you know I'm looking and I can't help but smile? Do you know how much I love you? You put my favorite song on, I put my feet up, and we just sing along, and I can't help but feeling, just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can we stay here together? If I could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever. 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 I watch you as you sleep. You don't know I'm looking. With you everything's complete. Do you know how much I love you? I put your favorite song on just to wake you up. When I dance around, I can't help but feeling, I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? I'm loving this moment. Can could stop the time, don't you know that I would? 'Cause I'm just loving this moment. Can we stay here forever? Forever.
All right.
Forever.
Ooh, this day. So I just got back from picking up Chloe from tennis, taking her friend home. It is 6:30. And let me just show you what I've gotten done since you and I last chatted. This is what I've gotten done. Literally, I got these branches done, and that is it. So I think this is gonna be a 2-day vlog. I think I will do as much as I can tonight still, but then pick it back up tomorrow, and we'll go from there because this took a long time. I'm glad that I did it, and I really do like it. I think it's gonna turn out really good. You noticed that I ended up not doing the brush here and just started using my fingers because I found that I was more able to like get in the little cracks of the leaves better. And for those of you that are going to ask where these leaves are from, they're on my storefront under home decor, and they're just these vines. I have them all over my house. But this definitely has taken a little bit of time, and so I don't have a lot of time left in my day to get the things done that I need to. So I'm going to work on this evening. If I can, after we eat, go outside and maybe get some stuff done on the porch, then I will try to tackle that. But otherwise, I think tomorrow might be the day that we get all of this done. So Chloe is actually getting her stuff together. She got asked to homecoming today, her and her friend, and 2 of their friends asked them, but they did it together. And where is this sign? You want to hold it up here?
Yeah. So it said her, so this is mine, we would, and then be.
So it was 2
dumb.
signs. So
Yeah.
the boys each had a sign for the girls because they were asking together. And so her friend has the other side of the sign, excuse me, but it said we would, and then
Be dumb and dumber if we didn't ask you to hook up.
yeah. So that was cute. And
So
then
it was this, flowers, and then chocolate.
the flowers. So super cute. So she's getting all of that together. And I'm going to get this together. We're gonna eat, and I'll see if I can accomplish something on the porch, but I don't know. This day. Some days are like it, and it's fine, and it'll all be fine. But some days you just have the most grandiose plans, and all you get done is just painting leaves. Although we did get packed, so that is a good thing. I'm thankful for that because that definitely needed to be done. But anyways, that's what we've got going on here. So I will check back with you before the end of the day and let you know what all got accomplished. Or if I head out to the porch, I'll walk you through that as well. But right now, we're going to eat. Good morning. It's another day, which is good. New days are good. So last night, we worked on the homecoming sign. Christian did some homework to get ready for today that he had missed yesterday because he was homesick. He's feeling better this morning, which is good. But now I'm just prayerful that none of the rest of us get it and find ourselves in that diddle while we're trying to experience college this weekend. Chloe will be here with my parents, but Sam and I are going to Lincoln with Christian today. So what do we have to do? We still have to do the porch, so we're gonna get that taken care of. I'll show you what the leaves look like. They turned out really good. I love them. And they were free, basically. Cost me like $1.50 on some paint, so can't beat that. I want to get a pot roast in for my parents and Chloe for supper, so we're going to do that first thing this morning after the kids leave. And what else? I want to make pigs in a blanket for Chloe's lunch while I'm gone. And then I feel like there was something else. Oh, we need to fix the mushroom so that we can put her in her rightful place. And I found pillar candles that have a timer. So I had showed you guys before, I had like the really skinny ones inside of my pumpkins right over here, but they didn't have a timer. And so I actually found ones that were skinny enough that do have a timer, and so we're gonna get those put in place. And then the bed. So I got some new bedding, and we'll go over that when we get back there, and I'll explain the why and all of that. But we've got a busy day, so we need to get started. I'm gonna get the kids out of the house. Then we'll do the roast and the pigs in the blanket. That way they can be cooking while we're working, and we'll just get this show on the road. All right, so we got the sign made last night. This is kind of the treat or whatever goes with it. Fruit by the foot, and then this is what the sign looks like. Chloe, you wanna come stand under it? So you need to actually do it to your left.
Really?
Well, yeah, because right now it's like you must be as tall as me. So you'll have to hold it to where she's like under it, because the whole idea is like, if you can hold it out that far, yeah. So you may have to just hold it like on the side or whatever. But this is, oh, what are we doing? All right, so it says you must be this tall to say no. It's kind of to the side here. We've migrated over this direction. And then homecoming question mark all the way down. So that's what it looks like. So today's the ask. Okay, so this is literally the easiest recipe ever when it comes to roast. And all you're going to do is put your roast on a plate, or however you want to do this, on some parchment paper or whatever. Pat it dry if it looks wet, and then you are just going to coat each side, maybe, with salt and pepper. And then you're just going to rub that into the sides. I use Himalayan pink salt. I use that for everything, but you can use whatever you want to use. Okay. And then we're just gonna get this on there since it fell off, and then just kind of pat it in. Let me transfer it over and then I'll show you. My slow cooker has a saute option on it. If yours does not, don't worry, just use the stove and just sear it that way. But I'm going to, the lowest that mine goes is 10 minutes. So I'm going to start that, and then it will just sear on each side. I'll have to move it obviously, but I'm gonna start on the top, and then as the 3 minutes goes by, then I'll just flip it to each side, and then I'll do the back, and then we'll get it started. But it's super easy. It doesn't take long at all. The main thing is just the searing, and then after that, it does everything on its own. So, all right, we're gonna wait for this to preheat, and while we do that, I want to make pigs in a blanket. I think I've shown you guys these before, but again, super easy. Let's see what we need to put the oven on. 375, all right. Okay, so we got that going. We need a pan. This is another thing I need to do one day. Let's get that grease mark off. I see it all the time. It drives me insane and I never have the time to deal with it. All right, we're gonna get parchment paper, not the right drawer. Cover your pan. This again is so easy. I've got my little veggie links already thawed out. You can use whatever you want to use, but Chloe prefers these, so this is what we do. And then you're just going to open your croissants. Come on, there we go. And then you're just gonna roll your little links inside of each one of these. I like to put them on the long side, and that way I'm sure to get a good coating of bread on each one of them. But again, you can do whatever works for you. Here, my laundry done, so get that taken care of too. We just got a lot moving and a shaking today and yesterday. It was kind of like we came back from vacation over the weekend, and it was like, all right, and go. But that's okay. We have a plan, and it'll get done. Just maybe not all yesterday like I had hoped, but that's okay. That's why pivoting is good, and giving yourself areas where you can pivot so that it doesn't become stressful and like you're panicking and whatever. Because I'm such a planner, I create places for pivoting. That way I'm not caught off guard and frazzled and then angry and mean mom or mean wife. Okay, so we've got that. This is actually gonna be my breakfast, I think. And this goes in, let's see, 13 minutes. So when my timer goes off, we'll put this in for 13 minutes. I hear our meat over here sizzling, so that is going good. Okay, this side is done. This is what you want it to look like. And we're just going to put this here. Sometimes you have to hold the sides, especially the skinnier side. That way it can cook. And flip that over. See, that one cooks a little bit better on its own. I'm gonna let that go for about a minute. I do the top for about 2 minutes, bottoms for about a minute, or sides I mean, for about a minute, and then I'll do the bottom just really quick. All right, and then we're going to stop that and put the rest of our stuff in, and this will be ready to go, and we will have made 2 things in about not even 20 minutes. So I'm gonna try to talk over the sizzling, but you're going to put a whole jar of pepperoncinis in here. Just like that. I like to put some on the top. I like to make sure that they get all around the sides. And then we're going to do a spoonful of garlic. About, well, maybe 3/4 of a spoonful of garlic. And I just kind of try to sprinkle that, but that doesn't always work. So then I just kind of move it around through the juice. That way it's kind of evenly distributed. And now we cover. Wipe off because that made a mess. Okay, that's better. Now we cover. All right, and now we're going to do low for 8 hours. And that's it. So we've got this cooking. These are about ready to go in. And we did all of that in, like I said, not even 20 minutes. Let's get these switched out here. This is what they look like, and this is what the ones looked like before, and they were fine. Oh, there's our timer. They were fine, they just didn't have a timer. So if you are in the market for something that you're looking to like turn on and off whenever you want, then these would be great. But I just love timers so that I don't have to think about it anymore. And then this just goes right up over the top. I love that because it, and I'll show you here in just a second, but this actually looks like a candle. You can see the flame. Let me get close enough in here. See, that just looks like there's a candle in there. And then it comes with our lovely timer. Oh, let me take this thing out. The old teeth move. All right, and then I'll turn them on. Nope, I sure won't, because I think I had to click it underneath. All right, stand by. Let's see here. Yep, I didn't turn it on. Is there a timer button? Good Lord, I can't see. Okay. There we go. Now we're in business. Okay, so that is what they'll look like when they turn on by themselves. But then, like I was saying, it comes with this timer. So at 5 o'clock, I will set a thing on Alexa to remind me to go ahead and set this. And then I can just determine how long I want them to go. I usually do 6 hours, that way they're off at midnight. You can make them brighter. Really? Okay, we can make them brighter. We can make them dimmer. Oh wow, okay. There's bright, there's dim. I don't know if you can tell that. And then there's candle mode that like flickers like a candle. Or just light, and it just stays on just solid. So here's light, there's candle. As you can see, it's flickering like a candle, which is the option that I always choose if there is an option. So that is what this little corner looks like now. Here it is with the leaves, minus the old ones. we'll save those and use those for another time. But now we just need to add our little mushroom in here. So let me show you what my thoughts are about that. But first, we need to get these things in here. So let's put those in. And what was it? 13? I think it was. All right, I'm gonna set it, but not on here because it'll set all of your you-know-whats off. All right, we're back in our trusty, we're back in our trusty place. And we got the spray paint out. So what I'm going to do is spray paint the top of this gold. And let's take off all these stickers here. If they'll come off. Sometimes, like, they don't even come off. All right, this one's, oh, we might get lucky. I think that's good. That's not a hill I'm willing to die on. All right, I think actually I'm going to leave the bottom part wood because I got around, well, almost the sides and the top, but I really like the wood underneath. And then we're going to paint this a different color. Stay tuned to see. But for right now, we're gonna let that dry and we're gonna go do something else. Our pigs in a blanket are done. So let's get those out. Those look glorious. And then we'll just let those cool, and once they're totally cool, then we'll put them in a glass container. These are all cooled off now, and all that I do really quick, I just take a piece of parchment paper, fold it up on the bottom, lay it down, and put these on top of it. And then I just put my lid on and stick them in the fridge. But I can't with one hand. And then those go in there. I noticed that we are a little bit short on pancakes, so really quick, I'm going to whip a batch of those up. The pancakes are done, and I went ahead and did chocolate chip this time. I had to add a few extras there on the front because it looked a little sparse. Maybe they're just down underneath, but I wanted to be sure. So the best thing about this batter, and I was trying to think, I think it's 2 Sunday Reset videos back where I show this recipe, but the best thing about this batter is that you can literally add whatever you want to it. You could add M&Ms, you could add chocolate chips, you could add blueberries, raspberries, whatever, and it's amazing. I have one that is like a cinnamon strudel that takes just a few extra steps that honestly I didn't want to take the time to do today because we're already at 12:30, but I will be doing that once I get back home and getting some of those frozen. So we're gonna put this in for 20 minutes. Alexa, set a timer for 20 minutes.
20 minutes, starting now.
And what else do we have going on? All right, we've still got the pot roast going. I have been doing laundry as I've been getting everything else accomplished. I haven't put it away, but I have it sorted. Everybody's kind of got their piles going of what I need to hang and all of that. Let's see, computer Christian is taking with him. I need to put some of that stuff on the table away. I've got laundry going, like I said. Now that we've got all of the cooking taken care of, I am going to get these dishes washing so that they can be all clean for my parents. And I am going to go and throw on the clothes that I had on yesterday because they're already dirty. And I'm gonna throw on a hat and we're gonna head out to the porch. I told you to stand by and wait to see what this was here for. Clearly this has been here for a week since we last talked about it, but that's all right. Things are changing today. I think this needs to go back out on the porch. It covered up the entire space of the porch. Don't mind this, we're gonna use this for our trees. And this one here does not. And it just kind of takes away, in my opinion. Like, I really liked the fact that the rug covered the whole porch. So I think what I'm going to do is take this off and take this downstairs and put it in that little alcove area between the gym and the hallway where we put that smaller gray one. And I think this would go well in there. I'll find a different place for the gray one, or my parents will get it for somewhere. We'll make it work. But I really think that the original rug needs to come back here. I think it'll just really tie this space together a lot better than this one will. So we're going to do that. And then we've got our pots here. What I want to do, hi Day, hi. What I want to do is cut some like circular toppers out of this. You'll see what I mean when I do it. But I basically want to put my trees in here, and then I am going to secure them with the blankets that I used last year around the base of the tree. And then I want to cut almost like a lid out of the box, and then put it on top of the blanket out here, and then we'll put the moss and all of that on top. It just allows me to not have to have so much of the moss. And come here, Day. The moss that we're using, I'm actually going to combine. So I had to get a couple different kinds because Walmart didn't have all of one brand. Not that it matters at all to me, but I got some of that, and then I'm going to put some of this in with it because they didn't have enough, and it will be fine. It'll all look fine in the end. But hi, that is kind of the plan that we're going to tackle. And then let me take you out to the garage and I'll show you what the trees look like. They are nothing but goodness. And I can't wait to get this house picked up. Like, it's kind of killing me just a little bit. Partly because we're leaving and I'm just kind of like, I need to get it done. Okay. The trees are over here because I've had them in here drying. Are these not spectacular? Like, I am so excited for this right now. If you have trees down in your yard, if you have trees down in your neighbor's yard, ask them if you can cut them and bring them to your home. So what we're going to do is lay these out, and we're going to see which ones are going to make the most sense. I actually want to try and put one of these in the sunroom also. But we'll see what is going to work the best as far as number one, height, but number two, we want to make sure that they go straight up enough to where you are still able to walk through the door and you're not going to lose an eyeball. So we'll see what that looks like between the three of these. That one over here for sure will not be able to go on the front porch probably, but this is the one that I'd like to put on the back porch. So we are going to tackle this. First of all, I'm going to go and get that rug swapped out, and then I'll show you guys everything after that, and then we'll start bringing in the trees. I want to do a little switcheroo on the wreath on the front door, and then I think that's it. Oh, my land, we got to finish our mushroom. We forgot all about a mushroom. All right, let's go out here and see how she's doing. All right. She looks good. Okay, let's take her inside. And then I'll show you what we're going to do to the base. All right, I hope you can hear me because I've got the dishwasher going, the washing machine, and the oven. So we are going to hope that you can hear what I'm saying. So what we're going to do is we are going to take some of this black paint that we used for the branches yesterday, and I'm just going to paint this base black. And I think that will give it just a really pretty look. Plus, that's kind of like what mushrooms are anyway. Like the bottom is kind of darker than the top. And so in this case, the bottom will be black, top will be gold. I can't think of a better situation. But I think that it will be so cool. And then the bottom of the little, what do you call it? Head, I guess you could call it, is going to be the wood. So I think it's kind of just a perfect storm. And it's going to look amazing. And we didn't have to buy anything to switch it around. Okay, let's give a little turn on that so that we can get any excess off the base. And then I'm just going to take it over there and put it where it goes and let it dry over there, because then I will know for sure that it's finished. But I want to make sure that I'm not putting anything on my counter. Okay, I think we're good. That is what it looks like. We need to fix this here. That's got kind of like a groove. Okay. All right. I am loving that. All right, let's go over here and put it where it goes. I've got my timer here so that I can set that before we go. I can't think of a better situation, honestly. I think that that turned out so cute. Let's maybe move it over here a tiny bit though. What does that look like if it's like, there we go. All right, that is perfect. And then tonight, let's just see what it'll look like. I won't be here to see it. Well, I will when it turns on, but that's about it. Let's turn these on and let's try to get the whole effect here. Let's turn all these lights off. Alexa, turn off the kitchen group.
Okay.
All right, that's what it's gonna look like. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love that mushroom right now. Alexa, turn on the kitchen group.
Okay.
All right, that is done. This is ready to go when it's time to set the timer. And I will pour this back into my thing, throw this away, rinse this out, and we'll be good to go. And now we can head to the porch. Just in time for us to be able to go outside and not have to worry about the timer going off. These are done, so I'm just gonna let these sit here for like an hour and a half, get 100% cooled through, and then we will cut them and freeze them. But this is also accomplished. Okay, let's talk about where we're at. So we've got this all replaced, and see what I mean? I just think that it looks so much better. I know it's hard for you guys to see because the sun is just ablazes, but I just think it looks so much better with the option of the whole area covered versus where we were with the smaller rug. So that is that. Once like October into September rolls around, we'll add some pumpkins up here. I think I mentioned that a couple of weeks ago, but right now we have the mums. I actually have extra mums, and I was trying to think that I might be able to kind of put them over here on the right side. Hi, Day. Hi. What you doing? So we'll see what that looks like, but let's straighten this out. I had it. Day, come here. Come on. Come up here. Let me show you where we currently are with the trees. So I cut 2 slats off of this box that I had. I just used my X-Acto knife, and I cut the 2 sides that like fold, you know, in when you're packing it up. So that is what these are. Come here, Daisy. And I just cut them off just like that. And then I scored them to kind of make like, I guess, so in a perfect world, I would have had like some pool noodles that I was going to use, but we all know this isn't a perfect world. So I kind of created my own thing. So I scored the cardboard in 2 places, and then this will just kind of come around like this. And this is what I'm hoping to put the base of the trees in. So they will stand just like this. I can't do it with just one hand, but they'll stand like this, and then the tree part will just kind of go down in here like that, and it will keep it nice and straight. And then I will just put my towels around the base of that, and then we'll cut the top lid part out of the remaining cardboard. So let me work on that. I will save you guys time from having to watch. I'll just show you what it looks like afterwards, and hopefully we can put this baby to bed today. All right, so this is what we currently have. We've got our holder in the middle, and then I just used packing tape to secure that and keep that together. And then we've got our towels securing the sides, and we've got this over here. And then what we need to do next is make our lid. And so let me just show you kind of with this what I'm talking about. So we're gonna have to do it in 2 sections because our opening is so big. But basically, this is just going to kind of come over the top here. It's gonna be rounded off like that, so it won't hang off the sides. But it's just going to be on top so that it will allow us to not have to use as much of the filler stuff on top, like the moss and all of that. and keep everything covered and out of sight and just all of that. So that is the plan. I'm going to get these cut and then I'll show you what they look like. I wanted to show you really quick how I get my cut lines for this. So I just laid this over the top here, and then you're going to take a pencil or a pen or whatever, and you are going to go underneath all the way from back over here, and you are just going to, again, I'm trying to do this with one hand, you are just going to follow the base of your thing. So you're going to have your pencil as close to your pot as you can, and then you're just creating a line underneath that. And when you take it off, that is what you'll have, and that is what you'll cut. Okay. Trial and error, right? So my little cone situation didn't end up being necessary for me. Now, it very well may work for you, but in my situation, I needed to be able to lean my trees against my wall. And this one right here, I am actually going to need to pluck off just because I can already see kids coming through here and my entire tree is gonna just go if I don't eliminate the obstacle. So I love how this is turning out so far, but I wanted to show you, like I said, I didn't end up needing the cone in the middle, but I took some extra cardboard and just made like a circle and taped it together. And then I'm just going to lay my lids on top of this. So that way I can still get the same effect that I was trying to get before. And then I still just have my towels in there that are keeping everything as tight as possible. So I am going to put the lids on, then we'll put the moss on, and then I'm going to fix that ribbon. I have an idea for that. And then I think, friends, we may finally be done with this porch. All right, now that I'm out here, this is kind of what we've got. Just enough to like cover this to where it will kind of raise the moss a little bit when we put it on. And then this is the moss that we're going to use. I think it's going to take 1.5 per trees. I'm hoping, because that's what I have. And like I said, let's put this baby to sleep. So I'm going to take this and then half of one of those and then half of one of those, and we'll see if we can't get this all covered up. Yeah, we did it. We got them covered, and I think they look great. They have just enough oomph to them. You want to make sure that with your moss, you break it apart. Like, don't just lay it down in a chunk. You want to fluff it out and make it as fluffy as possible. That way it looks natural and not just like one big slab of moss. What I wanted to show you, this is why I fluff it out on a piece of cardboard or on the ground or something. That way all of this goes onto the cardboard and not onto my rug. I can come out here and like spot vacuum this afterwards, but to clean up all of that after, it's just going to be a nightmare for my vacuum. It's going to take a lot more time, and so I just choose to do it that way. So I need to trim that little section that hangs there past the door, and then the trees will be totally finished. Daisy wants to know why it's taking so long. Day! Oh, she's not going to come back. And then we'll fix the ribbon, and I think this will be done. Oh, I want to see if maybe I can't find a place for the other mums. Okay, so for our bow, I just went ahead and tied a bunny ear bow, and what I'm going to do is put it up back behind here. See if I can prop it there. Well, you'll get the idea. So it's going to be behind the bow, but it is going to be stuck in the back of the bow with these two stick pins. So if you remember, the frame of this is kind of like a styrofoamy type deal. And so I'm just going to poke these in the back to secure the bow, and then it will hang like that, only a little bit higher. And I think that will look so much better than what I had before. All right, friends, I think we finally did it. I do want to move this over just a tiny bit though. There we go. You know, because that's who I am. I think this turned out fantastic. Even better than I had anticipated. And I am just really, really loving the colors of everything. I love the green on the door. Absolutely obsessed with the trees. A little bit sad that I have to leave and not be able to see them through my windows in the morning, but that's okay. Over here, I found a place for the remaining mums. I had just brought that little round vase up, or pot, whatever you want to call it, basket, from the basement, and got that put there. And I just think that we did a great job, and I am super, super happy with it. So this, my friends, is finally finished. All right, I need to get the laundry put away. This is cooking up really nicely here. This is dry, so I can put that away. And these should be nice and cool now, so I can cut them and put that away. But before I do anything, I am starting to offend myself, so I'm going to hurry and take a shower. It is 2:30, and then we will start to wrap everything up around here and kind of do the final call. All right. Christian is home and wants some of these, but I wanted to show you really quick how I cut them in case you didn't see my previous video. I just use a pizza cutter, cut them straight down into like a normal sized pancake size, and then I just put them in sandwich bag Ziplocs and put them in the freezer. All right, our timer just went off to remind me to turn these on. So what I'm going to do is we're going to turn them on, and then we are going to hit candle. That way they flicker. And then 6 hours, you'll see they both flashed and they're ready to go. I don't have to think about them again. I'm going to go ahead and slide this timer up here. That way I know which one that goes to. I wanted to show you one more quick recipe that I'm going to put together for my parents for tomorrow night. And all it is literally a dump and go. So we are going to grab this. We are going to dump these in, dump this in, dump this in, and stick it right in the refrigerator. And all my mom has to do tomorrow is put it on the crock pot for low for 4 hours. All right, I ended up only using 2 of my soups because it was just going to be too much based on how much of my pasta I had. So I just stick the lid on there, and then we're going to have to move these around. All right, due to my lid, it wouldn't fit in like this. And so I just put plastic wrap along the top, and then they can put the lid on when they start it tomorrow. All right, this is the state of things. We barely got it together. But I wanted to show you how the vines turned out, or the branches, whatever you want to call them. I think they turned out amazing. I absolutely love them. And this is what they look like. It turned out perfect, and they do exactly what I want them to do. They look exactly how I want them to look, and they cost me like $1.27. And there's a military copter over our house. But I think they turned out perfect. I think they go great with this space, and we can call this a success. Oh, we almost forgot Mr. Fox, but he made it back to his rightful place. Much better. I was not about to let you see what I looked like before. We got it all done, and I can hardly breathe now. But you know what? I can get on the road and feel accomplished and be able to relax and know that everything is taken care of here. It would have been fine if it wasn't, but I just sleep a lot better knowing that it is. So thank you guys so much for following along today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you gained a whole lot of inspiration, maybe some motivation to do some things around your homes. And if you hung out with me all day long, I would love it if you would just let me know who I hung out with and drop the fox emoji in the comments below. If you are not following along, I would love it if you would click on that subscribe button, and if you click the bell, it will just notify you every time there's a new video. That way you are sure not to miss out on a thing, because we are going to be real busy between now and the beginning of next year. As always, the QR code is up above. It will direct you straight to my storefront for anything that I feel might help you guys, or that you would be interested in, or that I've talked about in my videos. All right, friends, I have to hurry. We are getting on the road. So remember to be intentional about what is important and necessary, and eliminate all of the rest. I will see you guys on Monday, and I will have all kinds of things to talk about from the next 2 days. Bye-bye.